Hello, everybody. I feel like today is Wednesday, but I know it's not Wednesday. Cat, what are you doing? Oh my God, my cat is going crazy. So I have a side table. I guess it's like a TV table, they would call it. And every now she's just tall enough to stand on her hind legs, put her two paws on the top of like the TV tray table, and like look at me, and then scoop down, and then pop her head back up. She's been doing this for like 10 minutes now. But hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I still feel like it's Wednesday, but it's Tuesday. So we got a lot to talk about tonight. Of course, Trisha had her wedding number 2 in Hawaii. So, of course, we had to cover that. We have, of course, what happened with Creepshow Art, her making a video, and I did cover the Emily Artful video stuff when that happened. That was actually over on Josh's channel. So he has our Emily Artful videos that we did together. So I have to talk about Creepshow. I did a lot of work for those Emily Artful videos to see what went down. And I did a little work over here for the Creepshow videos. So, and then Keemstar, because Keemstar, he's supposed to be retiring. Then why all of a sudden today are you telling us you're not retiring? So I just kind of want to look into all this with you guys, and let's, take a sip and enjoy the tea. Wedding number 2. Yes, John Z. She's going to have 3. Same guy, just 3 weddings. You got to do it big or go home. Let's see. We got Sweet Home Alamanda here. Hello, Miranda. Hello, Spooky History with Megs. And we got Gabby. We got JJ. Hello. Johnsy, of course. We love our Johnsy. Maria. Advent. What's up? I do want to say R.I.P. to Betty White. I have not had a chance to say that. Hello, Shay. She was an amazing lady. If I had to pick any celebrity grandmother to be my grandmother, it would have been her. She's just like my grandmother. She's just sweet, kind, likes to have fun, and lives her life to the fullest. And I will always love Betty White. Hello, the Dark Magician. So what do we want to start with first? Do we want to start with Trisha? Or do we want to start with Creepshow? Or do we just want to get Keemstar out of the way? Because his isn't really that long. What do you guys think? What would you like to start with? I got a lot of TikToks for Trish. I got a lot of wedding photos. So she did it in Hawaii because, her first wedding was, My Chemical Romance inspired. This one had to be Adam Sandler inspired because she loves that Adam Sandler. Thank you, the Dark Magician. I'm so happy. Yes, it's for you guys are the reason I have 600. Thank you so much. We're actually at 617. I'm so excited. Did you know the color white was named after Betty White? True facts. Oh, really? Well, that's a good fact. I know Dottie's over there right now. She's doing a trivia about Betty White, which I'm good, but I'm not that good with all the Betty White trivia. So I had fun. Before she was born, it was called White, like white, like with an A. I'm not pronouncing that white. White. Well, you and those facts. Ooh, the bunny gathering. Hello. That's our Thorny over there. So you changed your name again. I have to change it now. If you go in my description and you see Thorny, that is the bunny gathering. It's okay. I know, honey. Believe me, I worry about you, but I'm glad that you came back, and I'm happy you're back as well. Is it the same channel? Mr. Thorny, or aka Bunny Gathering. I'm glad you're doing well, though. Hello, Stacy. So let's start with Miss Trisha. Everyone wants to start with the Trish dish. Let's start with the Trish dish over here. Oh, Lord. I mean, I don't know. We got to do like a comparison. Her first wedding dress was, of course, the black wedding dress. Then she had that second one, which was the white one with the big black bow for like the ceremony. This was actually, she went traditional in Hawaii, and it was I think it's a stunning little wedding dress number. Let me get those photos up. So, and then I got some TikToks. I got some stuff. She put a little video on YouTube about the Hawaii wedding. So we got it. We got it. Streaming folder. Trisha. And there was only that first one that's in the thumbnail that was in color, really, that she had. All the rest were in like black and white. Of course, like I said, she has all the TikToks, so we will see those. Dun, da, da, da. Moses and that blue hair, man. Well, you know what? I like the bunny gathering better because I love bunnies. So that's what I knew you as, but you're still going to hear me say thorny anyways. Aw. Thank you, Meg. Asking everyone to donate $5 to their local shelter for Betty White. I think that is a great idea. She was very much into animals, and she donated money to a zoo, and she wanted to be a zookeeper. That was actually one of the trivia questions. So I think that's a great idea. Especially local animal shelters do need a lot of help. If you cannot find a local animal shelter and you need like one to donate to, I will put a link in the description. It is actually, let me get the channel before I forget. It's a YouTube channel for cats that you can watch them 24/7. They're actually it's a rescue animal shelter. They take in these cats, but a lot of the cats are disabled, and people just, giving up on them. But you can watch them 24/7 on the YouTube channel. They have like 2 different channels. It's called For Rescue Center. So if you don't have a local shelter to donate to, you can always donate to the FOF Rescue Center. I'll put the link in the description. And guess what? They have a girl over there named Jackie, and she spells it Jacci. She is the second person besides me that I've ever saw spell Jackie Jacci. I was like, are they calling me when I was watching it one night? I was like, oh no, there's actually a Jackie. So no, it's not me over there. If you go check out this channel, they just have another Jackie spelled Jacci. I've never seen it until then. So it's cute. It makes me sad watching them over there because I love cats, and to see them, of course they're doing everything for those cats. They're amazing people over there. I just don't like to see a cat injured. And, as long as they're happy and content and peaceful, that's all that matters. So that is the channel. Hello, that girl. But yes, that is such a great idea, Shay. I know they're still doing the memorial service for the memorial / party for her on the 17th. So let's hope that we can watch that on TV if they have it. If not, I'll get some clips for us so we can check it out. Lake Placid? Really? I forgot she was in that movie. Right? That Miranda, neither did I. I thought my friend just made it up. Just she did that in high school. She's like, why don't we just spell your name Jacci? It would be so much easier because my mom spells it Jacquie. So my friends would forget the Q or the U or the I or the E. And my one friend, Devin, just was like, can we just shorten it to Jacci? I was like, sure, that works for me. And that was my freshman year. And ever since then, I've gone by Jackie as Jacci. My mom also said, she's like, I wish I wish I thought of that. And I'm like, yeah, it's all good. So that was the first time I ever saw somebody else spell it that way too. I've seen somebody else spell it Jaci, but called like JC, not Jackie. She actually says Jackie. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yes, I love Betty White and The Proposal too. With Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock, yes. And hello, Angela. Angela loved Betty White as well. Good old Betty White. I love the one meme where she does, it's on Twitter. I'll have to post it to Twitter for you guys, where it's Betty White and she's dabbing. That's how I'll always remember Betty White. Just her doing that dance and dabbing. She was like that hip grandma, like always, like she's just so much fun. Everyone wanted to party with Betty White, and I was one of them. She just was like wholesome, and she never like threw it in anyone's face who she was. She was just Betty White. Hello, Not Another Housewife. And check out Not Another Housewife's channel. She put out a new video today, guys. I did post it in the Discord for everybody that is in Discord as well. What did you... Girl, I got the damn... Oh, no. That girl. Oh, no. I hope you get better soon, babe. I know my boyfriend was like, can you schedule the booster shot? Because everyone's getting sick really bad. I'm like, yeah, I actually already did that for us. So... Oh, Maria, I'm sorry, babe. I did not see that, so I will have to check that out later. But I hope she's not. That would be, unless she's going to apologize. I'm sorry, girl. I'll check it out later, though. So yes, this is Trisha, and let me hide this comment so we can see. It's a very form-fitted dress. She went with that side see-through, thing going on. Moses with the blue hair. I don't like the dress. I don't hate it. We have more photos. So the rest are going to be like in black and white that she has. I think this was beautiful, her standing by the window. I'll give it to her. She got some beautiful photos. I thought you weren't supposed to see the bride before. Well, technically it's their second wedding. They can see each other, I guess. I think the pineapple earrings, because like she's, Adam Sandler inspired wedding in Hawaii. That's why she had to do it. Actually, no, they're shoes. They're shoes. Little flip-flops with pineapples. This, I don't really understand this. Maybe it's from the Adam Sandler movie, but that was just another photo she had up on her IG. And then her and Moses. And, of course, her and Moses. So, those were just, the glimpse of photographs that she showed us on her IG. I do have the quick little 2-minute video she posted on her YouTube, which was like a behind the scenes of her wedding in Hawaii. I believe they got married actually on New Year's itself, because they kept saying Happy New Year's throughout the videos. They didn't, like, last time we knew, okay, she got married on Friday, it kind of got out, and this time I know she's back home, because today she celebrated her 15 years on YouTube. I have that TikTok as well. Moses got her a cake saying, happy 15 years on YouTube, babe. So that happened. We'll look at that really quick. She actually just posted this not even an hour ago that she was celebrating her 15 years on YouTube.
15 years ago today, I posted my first YouTube video.
Hey, what's up? This is Trisha. I'm super fun, super bubbly, have many talents, but one hidden talent. I'm a rapper.
She's a rapper.
Alright, stop. Collaborate and listen. I sit back with my brand new invention. Something grab a hold of me tightly, fold like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know.
I mean, we all.
My husband decorated this cake for me.
Is that dairy free there, Moses? Because I thought you guys were still vegan. How old is Trisha? So she says she's 33. She'll say it at the end of the video. It's kind of funny.
It's done.
Aww, 15 years on YouTube. I was 18 years old when I started. I'm 33 now, and my husband left this for me in the kitchen. I don't want to drop it like those TikTokers do, but...
So 18, and she says she's 33. I'm not good with math. Let me see something. Minus 15. I just want to say, yeah, that would be 18. You're right. All right, Trisha, you're right. So I was like, that doesn't seem right, but it is. But I want to know, is that dairy free?
On YouTube. I'm about to go live now on my YouTube channel to celebrate, but yay, I'm 33 now. All right, we'll see where your favorite influences are in 15 years.
Still probably doing the same shit that they're doing. I mean, Keemstar, he's been on for the same amount of time. He's doing the same thing he's been doing, and that's why he thought about retiring, because he's been doing it for so long. Trisha is a whole nother ballgame, though. She still does it every single day, and her life is YouTube. I would never want my life to revolve around YouTube just like that. Like, I couldn't. Like, me and the Pope actually stayed up one night and we watched we finished Mysterious's episode 2 with the relationships, and just even her relationships, like when it was crazy. So like we might see this with Moses. Let's see how it goes. But like with the fighting with other like people she dated, she would like threaten to put out videos. Like, if you don't come over, I'll put out a video. And like she uses YouTube to like weaponize people she's with, and she destroys like relationships and friendships with YouTube. I would never be able to do that. Keem is not retiring, Pope. So he actually put out a tweet today saying he's thought about it, and he thought about, why am I going to give up a $20 million, as he says, $20 million company when my face is the face of Drama Alert and no one else can replace that. And it's kind of true. It's like, when you have like the Tonight Show with Jay Leno, and Jay Leno left, it did not seem like the same Tonight Show. Now, yes, we've kind of gotten used to it, but for a long time it didn't seem like that was, that was Jay Leno's thing. Like, everyone watched that, and to have a different co-host for Drama Alert it would be different. People would have to get used to it. People might not get used to it. People might not like the co-host that they chose. So if Keem is another one that he's been doing this for such a long time that he's made YouTube his everything. He goes right to Twitter. He goes right to YouTube when he has an issue, and he just blasts it all the time. Like that is, they've made everything that revolves around them in their everyday life revolve around social media. And that gets to be a bit much, but that's what they chose. And that's how they make their money. So, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, but sometimes you just got to live life too. Like, and that's when like Keem was, dating people. It's like people question his every move. Why? Because he put it out there. You've been out there for how long? So yeah, so it's like, was Keem trolling her? Let's look at that real quick. We'll come right back to Trisha. Because I have his is just a tweet. Was he trolling us? Do we think that? Because when I first heard he was retiring, I said, "Watch, he'll come back in a couple of months and say, nope, I'm not going." I said it. I did. And now it's like, okay, I get sitting there and thinking about it. But when you put everything online for people, like when I said, I'm not going to do small YouTuber drama on my channel anymore, I knew I had to hold myself to that. Because if I didn't, people would be like, well, look, see, you said it and you're doing it. It's the same with them. It's like, don't put it out there if you're not going to fully retire. You could have said it to your, like, company and said, listen, let's try this. But this was what he put out. And I believe that he honestly thought he was going to retire from what I saw in his video that he did on Twitter and stuff. He's just saying, I'm not retiring on March 8th. I want to be drama. I want to, but Drama Alert is not ready for me to leave yet. I have to expand the company much bigger before I can leave. 20 mil for my company is a joke. It's worth more. I'll have to prove it. So what he said in his video too was that, like, what he does, if he had to get a new co-host, like, to do Drama Alert, he would have to, like, when he gets a topic, he does the research, he looks at everything in-depthly, and then he gets on Drama Alert and he reports it. Now, if he had to get a co-host to do it, I say co-host, but a new host for Drama Alert, they would have to go to him, he would have to research it, and then go, okay, go put it out. They're thinking it wouldn't get the same, speed out there when it comes to reporting the different things happening with the drama, as he has done in the past. And he is, like he said, he's the face. Like, people aren't ready for a new face. That's his opinion. I mean, maybe they just haven't found anyone that they found suitable that would actually be like him or compared to him when it comes to that. Do I watch a lot of Drama Alert? No, I don't, actually. So hello, Joanne. Thank you for stopping by, babe. Now, do I see Keemstar over there on Tipster's chat all the time? I do. Does he get up there sometimes on panel? Yeah. I do have some of the replies, which you never planned on leaving. And he says, yeah, everyone is going to say this from the outside looking in. I would too. But I really planned on retiring. It's, do we trust you? And then shitstar, okay, leave the poor man alone. Like, and then, why did you delete this tweet? I have no idea. It's going after H3. It's literally back and forth the last couple days. Even today was back and forth with Ethan. It never ends over there with Keem and him. And then someone wrote this. I wouldn't laugh if I were you, according to a very trusted news reporter known as Def Noodles. I have the power to get anyone banned on Twitter, because they were saying that he got this person banned. It was just the same shit. So it's like, okay, he's retiring, but here you are with all the replies, just bringing up nonsense. Like, all right. So I guess we'll see with Keem on that end of it, because hello, Kirsten. He had other hosts on Drama Alert and it worked. Okay. So he did have other people and it worked. That's good to know. I generally think Keem is retiring, but he wants to keep his brand relative, which means having the right host. Yes, I agree. I think once he figures out who would be a good host, who knows how to research, like he needs to trust this person completely. Like, you're giving up your, like, I think he doesn't need to sell Drama Alert to somebody. You can still be the person behind the scenes and just pay the person to put out the new stuff or to do the research and stuff like that. Put the team together. Assemble a team. He could do it. And then you could sit back and relax still at home while everyone does all the work. Like, if you're making that much, if you think the company is worth more than $20 million, you got money to do all of this. And now with YouTube, the way it's going, it's like YouTube is also coming to a place where it's like, if you don't look right, sound right, say things right, they're not going to advertise your videos either. So it's come to that as well with YouTube, where it's like, if an advertiser would not advertise this video because of things that you're talking about in the video, then YouTube doesn't want you either. So it's going to be, we'll see. We'll see how Drama Alert goes, because it's going to be a lot of change for a lot of people. And I did go over the TOS today because they are in effect as of tomorrow. I don't really see much of a change, just where things are, like, the wording is different and where things are going to be located on the YouTube studio area. I do know, though, YouTube, that's the whole, like, pick your side YouTube video, is that they say, like, YouTube is silencing creators that have an opinion. And that is something they have been doing, especially in the drama and the crime community. Like, if you have an opinion and it doesn't fit, like with YouTube, like the advertisers, then they don't want you, and they're not going to put advertisements on your videos that advertisers don't want to be on those videos. I mean, that's how it's going to work with any company, even Google. You're not going to be number one on Google if you're a hate group, unless you pay Google all that money, but still, it's just, that's how it works. Is Willie Mack taking it over, Advent? That's it, yeah, huh. Drama Alert will belong to Willie Mack. We'll see. I guess we're going to have to wait and see. I don't think so, but that would be interesting to see if he did. Now, Willie Mack is another one that I probably wouldn't watch Drama Alert anyways either. I will say, when Keem says the right thing, I give him credit where credit is due. But majority of the time what Keem says, it's just like, shut the F up, please. Because he's just all about he likes watching people go back and forth, as long as it's not him. Like with the whole Trisha and Ethan thing, he knew that would piss Ethan off. That was the ultimate thing to piss Ethan off. And that's why he said to Trisha, hey, come on my channel. He gave it to her. Like, here, do you want a piece of cake? And she was like, well, this is my favorite piece of cake, and this will make this man mad and jealous and angry, and I want revenge because he did this to me because of frenemies. I mean, he fed into her. Let's be honest. And it's never been the same between the families again, all because Keemstar. He has done Drama Alert on his channel, but it was poking fun at Keem. I'll have to check that out. I've heard about him doing that, but I've actually never watched it. Yeah, I'm not into the commentary bros either. No. Me either. Okay, so I do have some TikToks from Trisha's wedding. There's a few of them that have a music, so I will have to mute the music. I have it down so I know which ones have music. And of course I have it so it'll pop right up. So it'll pop right up. All right. Mute. There we go. This is her getting ready for the wedding. Of course, she has the Beyonce song. Because she thinks she's like the shit. So pretty much she has her makeup and hair guys there. Because when I saw the people at the wedding with the Congo line, like, there wasn't that many people. So she made it seem like there was going to be like 20 people. But really, there was like 5 to 6 people that were there. She made it seem like it was going to be a decent size, small little ceremony. Well, he's definitely not worth checking out. He's not like the rest of the commentary guys. Oh, he's definitely worth checking out. Okay, he's definitely worth checking out. All right, I'll check him out. You can also send me. You know where to find me, Advent. You can send me a video link. He isn't like the rest of them. Okay, so even Marissa said he's not. All right, I'm definitely gonna check him out then. Listen, if I can watch, I can. I hang out with a lot of guys. I can handle their humor. It doesn't bother me. It's how if you know right from wrong and how to treat a woman, that's the difference. You can have that sense of humor and still treat a woman respectfully in the long run. That's how I feel. So that was her first one that she had put up. This is, let's see, number 2 TikTok. I have to pause it because I have it set up that it pops up so that way I don't forget to add to the screen. Right, Miranda? I do that a lot. Her and her TikToks. See, the dress isn't that bad. I think it flatters her. It's not like, I mean, well, you can tell obviously she has no underwear on because it's a see-through on the side. But other than that, she doesn't look bad. I think it compliments her. And it's very Hawaii. Like, you got the flowers. It's very bridal, so. Yes, I did love Willie on with Xylee. I did. I know you can't complain. Yeah, her robe was pretty. I liked her robe too. It was very Hawaii too, with the little, like, leaves from like the palm trees. Simple and cute. And her hair looked good too. Now, could she have saved money doing all these weddings? Yeah, of course. So in her video that she puts up, I hate that she has these stupid songs. They did confirm that they are going to Israel in March, and she is definitely, so she's reconsidering doing the ceremony in Israel in March, because they were just going to go to Israel in March and not do the ceremony and then plan it for later on in 2022. But she is saying now that she probably will do the ceremony in March when they go. Hello, Truffle! So this is a better view of, like, bottom of the dress too. Nice little train. It's very see-through on the bottom. So it, like, stops right before, like, the knees, and it's see-through for the rest. It's a very beautiful dress. Very beautiful. I wonder how much she spent on this dress. What, another $10,000? So, like, let's think. She's had, 3 dresses. This would be dress number 4, because the one dress she didn't wear that she bought, that was $10,000. That's like $40,000 if all of them cost $10,000. Right there. That's at least $40,000 just in dresses alone. That's a lot of money. It doesn't look very beach wedding either. Yes, that I agree with. It's very pretty. I didn't realize that it was on the beach, at the time when she was showing the dress. It's not very beachy wedding, but it is a very pretty dress. I agree there as well. So let's put the next one up. That was 3, I believe. I think we're on 4. This has music as well. Oh, this one, I see. This is the jump in the line, rock your body. They're doing the conga. So you don't want to hear me sing it. But this is the people at the wedding. So you got her mom, you got her hairdresser, makeup artist, and her sister. That's not a lot of people. She said there was going to be at least 20 people. I mean, they're still having fun. Get loose, have fun, enjoy it. I wonder if her mom's doing a live stream. So her mom's been live streaming like every night as well. Oh, they're all on the live stream bandwagon over there. All the Paytases are getting on the live stream bandwagon. So the next one I can actually play because it has no music. So let's put that one up, number 5.
Happy New Year's! We got married again in
Hawaii.
We're just mowing. Happy New Year!
Her bouquet is very beautiful too. People on this TikTok were like, they didn't even lock lips. They didn't even kiss. He didn't want to kiss her. I highly doubt that was the issue. She got a lot of lipstick on. I know when I am dolled up to the nines and I have or just put on lip gloss, and my boyfriend does not want to give me a kiss on the lips. He'll kiss me on the cheek if he's leaving because he does not want to have red lipstick or pink lipstick all over his lips. So I think that's more what it was, not that he didn't want to give her a kiss. But that was like one of the biggest things. Like, they didn't even lock lips. He doesn't love her. Whether he loves her or not, they're married. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens. We can make predictions. But right now, they're married. As long as they're both happy, that's all that matters. Is he truly in love with her? We don't know. Hello, Brianna. So here's the next one. This one I can play too because there's no music.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
Well, there is music, but it's more the background.
Your kindness, your passion, your drive.
Your beauty, your wisdom, your sexiness.
Again, they didn't kiss.
It's just something we do when one of us leaves the room.
Oh, just something they do. I highly doubt that they do that every single time they leave the room. Yeah, it could have been because of the lipstick. Yeah, exactly. That was my first thought, though. I was like, well, maybe he didn't want to get lipstick all over his lips. And then it said something about, like, he invented the iPod as the, like, title for this TikTok. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, exactly. I'm happy for her and her wedding. Aside from her problematic issues. Exactly. So far, she has not caused any drama yet. I mean, there has been some back and forth still with Ethan and people saying that she ruined, Moses's family's relationship. And there was drama last week with her. Her ex, Sean, finally spoke out. And it was just that he just wished her all the best. Like, he did that. So he had done a podcast with her, 2 years, I think, after they dated, where he explained everything that happened and that whole relationship breakup between the two of them. So they were on okay terms, but Ethan, liked what Sean had to say, and that made Trisha upset. It's gonna happen. They're now a family, and they have to realize that they are family. You are married to Gila. That is her brother. And unfortunately, Trisha is now married to Moses, and that is his sister. So everyone is family. And I think what they need to do is take it outside of YouTube. But the problem is, both of their worlds, Ethan and Trisha's world, revolve around YouTube, that everyone has to be involved in it because they've made their lives what it is, with YouTube always being there, that now everybody feels like they need to do this for YouTube. No, no, no. They need to do this for each other. They need to make up and talk behind the scenes. And then they need to make a promise that they won't, do things intentionally to hurt one another. I also cracked up at Drama Channel saying Ethan said he had to call out her behavior. What, Ethan? Yes. Well, Trisha was upset, and she did that whole crying video, like, why can't you just leave me alone? And Ethan did say, he's like, well, you put your life on YouTube, and if you do something, I can call out your behavior, just like I'm going to call out any other YouTuber. But we all know that if she does something even slightly wrong, he's going to call it out regardless, just to piss her off. And that's how I feel. Like, exactly. They're both kind of obsessed with each other, I think. I think he's a little bit obsessed with what she does, and I think she's obsessed with what he does. Like, I think because even when her and Moses got together, and I do have this clip somewhere in the archive, where she says to Ethan, the only reason I slept with Moses was so that I could come back on Frenemies today and be like, haha, I slept with your brother-in-law. So Trisha was doing things too, even then, to get Ethan upset. It's always kind of been that tit for tat with both of them. At one point, it did seem like it was getting a little better when the Frenemies was kind of going on a smooth ride, but that smooth ride was going to have bumps, and those bumps, it exploded into a car accident between them, pretty much. Like, we knew that was going to happen. It wasn't going to be Frenemies forever. I knew that. Did I have a little hope that Trisha was changing a little bit and Ethan was helping? Yeah, a little bit. But she still said some crazy, outrageous things on Frenemies that you'd always be like, oh, Trisha, why did you even say that? I mean, it's Trisha. She knows what gets her clicks and views. She's been doing this for 15 years. She knows. She knows how to get people pissed off. She knows how to make a video and have people go after other people. Like, that's Trisha. I mean, so yes. So they're back home now. So they flew back, though, home today. And they're back home and they're celebrating, I guess, her 15 years on YouTube tonight. So Ethan and Trisha are both train wrecks. There you go. You know what, Pope? That's what we need to make a meme of. So the Pope made a beautiful meme, which I'll put on the screen. We need two trains colliding, like head to head. Ethan and Trisha, because that's what's going to end up happening again one day. Let me get that Trisha meme. I believe it's under the wedding file. It's a great meme. If you ever need a good meme, the Pope is the man when it comes to that. Trisha. I know it's in Discord, and I know I think I saved it under the wedding. Or I can just do a quick Google, like a search. We'll just do a search. If not, I'll open it up on Discord because that's right. We do now have on Discord also the tweet bot lets us know every time Trisha tweets, so she can't dirty delete tweets on us as well. That was good. He made because Trisha compared their wedding to the Titanic, and the Pope made like this Titanic meme, like their first fight is when it's going to be them hitting the iceberg with the Titanic. Let's see, did it find it? The Titanic. These are all from when I did the Titanic conspiracy theory. So I didn't save it under Titanic. I'll just get it from Discord. Unless, wait, Pope, you sent it to me? Let's see. Don't, my bad. Didn't look at YouTube. It's all good. Oh, you're funny. Yeah, we're doing a live, not a video. You're good. You are good, Pope. You are good. Perfect. Save. Image. Resave it real quick. In my stream folder. Trisha's folder. And this time I'll save it under Titanic. So if I ever look for it again, I'll have it. And now we just got to pull it up. Simple as pie. Of course. That's stupid. I hate when Discord does that. I'll just share my screen. We'll do this. There we go. Perfect. Just to show a damn photo. All this work. Share my screen. Window. Snip. And there we go. And this is what the meme the Pope made. And I'll enlarge it just a little bit for us. Trisha and Moses, and it looks just like the Titanic. He did a damn good job. I love it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Because she's been comparing it to the Titanic since the very first wedding ceremony. She was like, it was like walking in, like, you know, when Leo and walked into the ballroom and everyone was there waiting for them. I'm like, yeah, no. Which I just watched the Titanic on HBO not even 3 nights ago. And cried my eyes out all over again. Both sides kind of, both sides I believe are train wrecks. Both of them. I know one thing, I hope they're staying away from a bunch of people with the traveling they've been doing. I hope so too. I do know it was like 2 weeks before they went to Hawaii, and let's see if they stay away now since they just came back. If this is Trisha we're talking about, probably not, but we'll see. Yes, exactly, she is. Just like, I hate to say it, like, I know right now in my real life situation, my brother just got married, and my dad had surgery today. My dad had surgery on his shoulder. He's doing good. He's still actually at the hospital because he wasn't feeling well. They weren't going to let him go home until he started feeling better, but the surgery went well. He got a new shoulder, as I say. He got a new shoulder. But my mom was like, your brother hasn't checked in all day. And I'm like, why? He's like, well, your dad and brother are fighting. And it's because of the wife. So it happens. It happens in any relationship. It does. where sometimes your significant other, it's now, as my grandmother said to me on Christmas, um, you're going to make a life with your significant other, and no matter what, you need to stick by that significant other no matter what. And that is what matters. It doesn't matter if the parents don't like you, it doesn't matter if the brothers and sisters don't like you, it doesn't matter if anybody likes you. As long as you're happy with that person, that's all that matters. So as long as Gila is happy with Ethan, and as long as Moses is happy with Trisha, that's all that matters. Is it sad to see a family have issues? Yes, it is. It always is, because you wish that like they can come together for Hanukkah, or come together for Thanksgiving, or come together for any kind of a celebration, especially like Gila is going to have a baby soon. You got to think there's going to be a wedding shower, a baby shower, wedding shower. That happened. Gila didn't go, but there's going to be a baby shower soon. Like, is Trisha going to probably be invited? Probably not. It's sad. It's sad. Oh, thank you, Miranda. So Gila's family, so that's a very rough one, because Ethan will say that Gila's family does not like Trisha and that they just put up with her. But then you have Trisha saying, well, his whole family was here for the wedding, including his brother, because the brother was the best man, and they were fine with her. So do we really know? We don't. We don't know. Because one side says, oh, well, they came over after the wedding and all they did was talk shit about the wedding. So it's going to be a bet he said, she said, until we actually know. But we do know that the family is not happy that Gila didn't go to the wedding, and that they're not happy that, you know, they're not close like they used to be, because Gila and Moses were very, very close. And as soon as Trisha came into his life, it destroyed that brother and sister bond. It did. Let's see. Speaking of my mother. Okay, she said that I will have to explain this whole thing to you tomorrow if I can. Okay. But she's on the way home, which is a good thing. So my dad is on the way home, guys. So we are good. They just got snow too, so my dad's in his glory. Like, my dad's like me. We love snow. So they got like 4 inches. And I can actually show you those pictures, because you guys, I love you guys. And there's nothing bad in those pictures. So I can show you those photos of the snow my family got. Because I'm jealous. Let's just say, you know me, I love my snow. And I was like, I heard you guys got snow. So there's this weather guy that I have been watching literally for like hours upon hours on YouTube. His name is Ryan Hall, y'all, and he does like more southern weather, because he's in Kentucky, but he does weather throughout the whole United States as well. And he was covering like when the bad weather was happening this weekend and possible tornadoes. They have weather chasers that they like work with, that they show like them chasing the tornadoes and stuff. So it was pretty cool. And I was like, all right, well, a lot of people send in the photos to him and like, I saw this funnel cloud, or this is all the snow that we got, and all of that. So I sent in the photos and been like, yeah, this is my family over there. They got some snow. Share screen. So these are, I've talked about how my parents have ducks before. This is, don't I name them, so don't get mad at me for their names. Donald and Daisy, okay? Donald is on the right and Daisy is the beautiful one on the left. They're happy as all can be in the water. So that was that photo. And then this is the snow that they got. And then this is more snow. Just looks so beautiful. So jealous. It's a beautiful winter wonderland. Oh, I didn't know Hila and Moses were close at all. I felt like Hila likes everyone, but Moses is kind of not good with people. No, they were very close. So like that, like he at one point was like living at Ethan and Hila's home, and the only reason he got into like the H3 stuff was because he wanted to be more involved, and Ethan took him on because Hila was like, yeah, if you want to be more involved with the podcast, let's bring my brother on. So that's how he got more involved. I'm trying to remember the video all my info came from, but it's been a while since I watched it. It was around the time Ethan was going after the quartering. I know what video you're talking about, Advent. I know what one you're talking about. It was not mistaken. That's what brought Trisha to Ethan. Yes, it was. I remember what you're talking about. Because I remember the quartering and Ethan going after the quartering. I think I might even have that, to be honest. I'll have to look in the archives. Because I just downloaded, I download random videos that I know I might want to watch again in the future or the past kind of thing. Or they might have some kind of traction that we need to cover them eventually, or maybe put in it's evidence, as I say, evidence for the archive, but also so I can watch them again. So I think I might have that. Yes, Ryan Hall. He's the only one that isn't a pro. Yes. He's amazing, isn't he? I love him. I'll have to check out those two. I've never heard of them. I just learned about Ryan Hall like 3 days ago. I think he tried to pin quartering as yes. That's a long time ago, Evan. Wow, yeah, been a while. Well, it's been at least a year, if not more. Yeah. Racist, yes. That's what it was. I'll have to look because I have it. I know I have it. That's how I actually learned about the quartering, was when Ethan went after the quartering. And that's when I added him to my Instagram, my Twitter, was because of Ethan. See? People open the eyes up to other people. That's always going to be a thing on YouTube. If you're fighting with someone, just know people are going to be like, who is that person? They're going to check them out, and they're going to subscribe or like and figure, might not take your side anymore and things. Not that I took the quartering side on that, but I was just like, who is this person? And I was invested in wanting to know who Ethan was going after because of it. You and me both, but you a little bit longer because you were helping BX back in the day too, following that YouTube dirt. Oh my God. He knows even every city, business, etc. And Matt is very educational about his descriptions and stuff. I've learned a lot through him. I'm definitely going to check them both out. I know I was just having fun. I love learning about weather and how things come about and all of that. So when he was describing how funnel clouds, even though you can't see them because they might be tucked in the rain pockets, I was like, really? I didn't know that. All these times I've watched Twister, Twister is just a movie, but he explained it in a way I was like, oh, okay. Before that, I was in the Bloodsport charts. Right? Oh my gosh. So, guys, what did you all think about Creepshow Arts video? Let's just get into it. What did you all think about Creepshow Art coming back? Do we expect this? Did we know? Who thought, let's put it this way, who thought that Creepshow Art was going to come back eventually with a follow-up video? Because I knew this was eventually going to happen. I didn't know exactly when it was going to happen, but I knew that Shannon was going to come back with her rebuttal self to rebuttal Emily's video. It did. It proved that's all it did. And that's how I felt about the video. So when I started watching it, a lot of it was like, well, what does this have to do with the price of tea in China? Literally, what does this have to do with anything? She went back into Emily's middle school deviant art live journal sites. God, I don't even want to know what I wrote on live journal back in the day. I can only imagine. It might even still be up for all I freaking know. But it's like, what did it have to prove? It didn't prove her theory. The whole thing that she needed to come out and say was, it wasn't me posting back and forth to myself on lolcow. She never proved that. Never. She only proved that she has been looking at Emily for a long time and been collecting her evidence on Emily for a long time, because deep down inside, whether she did anything with the evidence or not, she knew that this might eventually happen and that she would need all the proof she had, either to go after Emily or to make Emily look like something else that she wasn't, or just to show, yeah, I've been following and stalking this girl for a long time. That's all that proved. Now, you can do research and find stuff after the fact. Like, I was doing research last night and I found a lot of interesting stuff from 2013, and I'm like, wow, this is crazy. But it gets to a point where it's like, how far do you go back and how much do you put out? And she just put out way too much stuff that had nothing to do with the actual concept of Emily's video, which was that Shannon was stalking them and she was afraid to come forward because of all the shit that Shannon has done. And it just proved to me when Emily was like, well, when I dyed my hair orange and black, here's Creepshow Art, dyeing your hair orange and black. And if you don't know that photo, I got that photo. It's like, you just proved to me that maybe Emily was right. Emily was right about you being creepy and doing the shit you were doing. Here, let me open that up. Remove this photo of my parents' backyard. Put this on the screen. So I do got the tweets that Emily has posted up too. So this was from Emily back in June during the video stuff that was happening. My hair, most of 2015 was half and half, orange and black. Cut, chop, and short. I'd totally forgotten about this until my friend said something. It made me shiver. Unless the photo of Shannon is flipped, the colors were on the same side. So this is my weird thing in my head. Now, did Shannon know who Emily was before Anthony? And did she follow Emily? And maybe that was one of the reasons why she got together with Anthony, because she maybe looked up to Emily and wanted to be Emily, or I don't know. It's all very creepy. What are you guys saying? I laughed so hard. The first thing said was, "I'ma prove I wasn't stalking her." Then drags up shit from the old internet like, girl, you are brain dead. She sat, recorded, and edited that video. Right? There was a lot. I have the 91 pages too. 91 pages in that Google Doc. I suspect some of DA accounts were actually, yes. That is, the DeviantArt accounts could be, yes. I did look to see, because I wanted to corroborate some of the evidence that was in the video. So especially like when she did the Emily Artful stuff, I went to Twitter and I searched the stuff to find if these Twitter pages were still there, if they were something new, like you could still look and they were there, like not new, like if you looked now, would this stuff still be there? Or is this stuff that Shannon collected throughout the years? And a lot of the stuff is still up, yes. And she could have gotten a lot of the information within the 9 months that she was gone, and she just sat there and went crazy, like, I'm going to prove this bitch wrong. I'm going to expose this bitch for who she is. Like, she could have, yeah. She could have sat there for 9 months, but it's still creepy that you spent all that time and effort to do what? Prove nothing. That you it just made you look like you were really stalking her. If anything, you just proved what she had been saying in her videos. Yeah, she should never feel embarrassed. She got heated because she cares. So I did take some notes. And in Harley's live stream about Creepshow, so Harley did a live stream about Creepshow video. Emily did mention in the chat that lawyers have been talking back and forth, but no agreement has been made. So people don't get why Shannon released the video suggesting that. So a lot of people were like, well, maybe there was a suit happening and Emily got sued. So at this point, with how it works with the law firms, is Creepshow probably went to her lawyer saying, I want to sue this lady for defamation. And the lawyers now can go back and forth. They have up to a certain date, usually 2 years, depending on the situation and the state. It could be different. They have a statute of limitation, which, like I said, is usually 2 years, depending on the state, though, where if they don't come up with an agreement between the lawyers, then that's when they go to court. But before it goes to court, if it's going back and forth with the lawyers, we're not going to know any of that back and forth stuff until it actually goes into the court. And then we can see documents and stuff like that. So Emily did at least say in Harley's live that lawyers are talking and no settlement has been reached. So we do know that lawyers are talking. We don't know if it's Emily's lawyers going after Creepshow or if it's Creepshow's lawyers going after Emily. We have no evidence to prove at this point what lawyer is doing what and who is going after who. It's only he said, she said until or if they do have to bring it to court. So, but that was one of the big things in the beginning of Shannon's video. She says, if I'm putting this video out, that means my attorney has come up with an agreement with her attorney, or I've won a lawsuit. So I know a lot of creators, I did watch Tipster's video because in Creepshow Arts video, she also brings up Tipster. She goes crazy on him. Tipster thinks the same thing we're all over here thinking, that it just proves that Creepshow Art was stalking Emily. But what I don't get is when Shannon was going through all of this with the locale stuff and then with Emily, she had told all of the people that she was close to, don't defend me. But then in the video that she does, she was like, well, none of my friends defended me. Well, you asked for them not to defend you. You asked for them not to stick up for you. And now you're sitting here getting butthurt that no one actually stood up for you. And I know Tipster said that he had asked her for proof on some stuff. And she said, oh, I can't because I'm sending it to the lawyer. And he just wanted the proof to be able to go up there and be like, yeah, I stick up for her if that's what he was going to do at that time. Well, she was like, well, Tipster, I don't even want your apology. Tipster made it clear in his live he was never going to apologize to her because he does believe that this is what happened now. The more and more we see, the more and more he believes this is what's happening. But she thought she was going to get an apology from Tipster. I was just like, oh, Creepshow Art. It's gotten rid of some videos I made after doing. Oh, I would love to see those. Those are good videos. You don't know it, but I bet you are so logical and so smart about love and togetherness that did you rewatch those videos before you got rid of them? Because I'd like to see them. I'd probably take a couple hits of my weed and be like, yes, you are so right. If someone was being stupid on the internet, Xylee will find them. She's like a search and destroy missile for people showing their butts. That is true. That is true. I know. Xylee was like, I loved when Xylee came on. She was like, I took notes, and my notes were, well, what's this have to do with this? Part 1. Well, what's this have to do with this? Part 2. And what's this have to do with this? Like, that's exactly how I felt watching the video. It's like, what's this have to do with anything? Her video had nothing that we could be like, okay, well, Shannon made sense here. Let's watch, guys, because there wasn't anything. Did you see the interaction she showed on her video? That wasn't called. Yes. Yes. Like, did you see the interaction she showed on her video? That wasn't called for. Yes. I did. So, also, let's see. Someone at the time, so this was 2 days ago, at 2:30 in the afternoon, because you can get this like extension for your web browser to still see the dislike count. At that point, there was 1.1K likes and 20.1K dislikes on the Creepshow video. Now, there was also people that were posting on Twitter, especially under Harley's post, saying, well, she might have gotten an email from YouTube saying if she doesn't put out content that she could be, demonetized, because they can take away monetization after a creator doesn't upload for so long. And maybe that's why she uploaded when she did, thinking that like the lawyers would come to some kind of an agreement by now and all of that. But there was a lot of prying into Emily's life. A lot of content that Shannon shows in her video is things that have been deleted, which makes me think, like I said, that like Shannon has been watching Emily for a very long time. Content that is not even available. It doesn't exist. Like, I looked. It does not exist. So this just proves even more that Creepshow Art was stalking Emily. Whether we use the word stalking loosely or vaguely, she was watching everything Emily was doing. Now, if your significant other, I know my significant other has dated other people before me. I've dated other people before him. But it's like, it's a little weird when a significant other is sitting there looking at everything your ex is doing in their life now that has nothing to do with them anymore. It's just a little weird. That would be like me looking at Jake's ex and being like, oh, she's so happy. Click. Oh, look at her doing this. Click. That is weird. That is weird. I do know, I think I have this screenshot. Yes, I do. Let me pull up. Because I know Creepshow. It was in Creepshow's video, but a tipster showed it too. Which I hope Tipster feels better. He's had this nasty cough. He doesn't have Covina, so I'm happy about that. But he's getting over being sick, and his cough, you could just tell when he is like talking, it hurts every time he talks. It feels so bad. Is this the list? Negative experience with people in her life. Yes, this is the list. Let me put this up on the screen. So this was part of my notes really quick. This is from Tipster's video that he did about Creepshow. So it says, a list of people Emily has accused of abuse so far. So Creepshow puts this in her video. And this list shows what Creepshow claims that Emily is stalking people in her life. These are people she has had negative experiences with throughout all of her life. We all have negative experiences with others. But this does not prove that Emily is stalking or lying about these things. We all go through negative experiences in our life. I have a crazy ex-boyfriend. That was a negative experience in my life. This does not prove, though, that does not prove to anyone that I stalked him just because I had a negative experience. So she's saying herself, Anthony, Bryce, which was the friend of Anthony's, nameless ex who forced her to do cam work. She just explained what she had gone through. And Creepshow took this to twist it in that Emily was actually stalking all of these people. No, that's not what that means. She had negative experiences, and you're just pinpointing the negative experiences, thinking that she is stalking all these people as well, just because she had one bad negative experience. Let's see. Yes, I love that. That was a first for me to see her notes say that she's done a lot of crazy videos. Yes. Trista's wedding now. We're into Creepshow. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we're mixing things up a little, Johnsy. Just a little mix of drama tonight from the YouTubers. We're sipping on their tea tonight. I mean, in a lot of, so I almost did not want to talk about the Creepshow Art stuff because I hate to say it, everybody is talking about the Creepshow Art stuff. What would be one more video about my opinion on it? So because I did do a whole deep dive before, I knew I had to kind of talk about it a little bit. But I almost didn't want to because so many people now are like taking apart Creepshow's video and being like, well, why would Creepshow mention this about this 13-year-old? Like, oh my God, they're like making money off it. Like, do your thing. But like, there's no need to tear apart the video into like pieces and go over everything that Creepshow went through because none of it proved anything. The point of the matter is, did it prove that Shannon was innocent from all the lolcow stuff? No, it didn't. It proved to me that she was doing that and then some. And that should have been her focus on the video, not going after Emily as much as proving her innocence. Saying, I am being accused of doing this. Prove your innocence on why you never did any of that. But she can't because she was, and that's the problem. Now, I am going to put up a couple tweets real quick before we head out for the night because I know there's a lot of other creators doing stuff tonight. I do want to show what Emily put up on her Twitter. I have so much Creepshow Art stuff from the video. Oh my god, from last video, I mean. All right, so this is where we'll start with Emily's tweet. We also have Creepshow Arts with evidence. Link in description. All right, here's Emily's tweets. This is where Emily starts. How she started. Yes, this is Emily's tweets. Start right here. So she put one out the day that the video got put out. Share screen. Saying, I have more in-depth response I am working on that I will post later. But for the pressing question, no, Shannon has not filed a lawsuit, but threatened that if I do not delete every alteration of her name brand without any explanation, that she'd sue me for defamation. So when we told her we would not be doing that, but would be willing to never utter her name / brand again, she released this video. Point 2. The disgusting video I made about a 13-year-old was actually about me. I was the child in the situation. This happened more than once, where I would be tormented about an embarrassing drunken / drugged up encounter, and I would tell the story to get it off my chest, but I'd reverse the roles. I learned in therapy I did this as a form of self-punishment. Regardless, it was still wildly inappropriate to talk about a minor in that way. It doesn't matter that it was myself. When I was young, I had multiple very inappropriate encounters with older men, and I do believe it traumatized me in addition to being given a cocktail of different psych meds in constant rotation. I think it deeply affected me and stunted both my physical and emotional growth. But as for the rest of the video, I do caution you to be very wary of some of the screenshots that were provided. Some of them were a little too on the nose and specific. And there is one more after this that she had, part of it. I see my past posting and acknowledge that they were shitty, problematic, and offensive. And she did. So when Emily did her videos to begin with, she had already addressed that the things that she did in her past were not all that great. And they were shitty and problematic. She had already said that in all of her videos that she's done. So what did, it hadn't, Shannon just proved, okay, yeah, she admitted that she was shitty and problematic. Okay, you're just showing that she was shitty and problematic. She already said she was when she was younger. That happens. As I've said before, I'm willing to believe that not all of the harassment came solely from Shannon, but with all the tiny details and the evidence from when I was a child and from long deleted posts and accounts, to me that feels like it just confirms what I had long suspected. And I agree with you, Emily. It should confirm what you expected, because it confirmed it to me. And then we'll go to this last one that she so she posted one on 1-2, and then I have one from 1-3 as well. Which I think that Emily, like Tipster said, he's like, if Emily didn't want to do like a response video, she doesn't have to. There's no need for Emily to respond to what Creepshow said in any of her video, because we're all thinking the same thing, that we believe you, Emily. We believe that you were stalked by art. Or to some degree stalks. To some degree obsessed with you. There's just something about it. So I'm going to try to make this a little bigger. I have the photo so we can read it. But it was a bunch of things about like her sobriety. So what's this? Proof that I was not, in fact, completely forever sober when Shannon claimed I was. That's an addict lied about their sobriety? Couldn't be. Sorry, this paper is disgusting. It was in storage. Date of offense 12/8/2012, 2 months after Shannon claims. And we have the photo. And it's her name, and it's actually dated October 18, 2013, but the date of offense is 12/8/2012, hearing, and it says driving under the influence of drug and combined influence of drugs and alcohol. It's called people can relapse, but if it could be a night, it could be a day, it could be a week, it could be a month, it could be a year. It's how that person handles the relapse. And if they see it as if it was just a one night thing that they got back on track, they can consider themselves still sober. It depends on that person. So, this is the proof reply. She said, "Oh yes, I did get a DUI. I got into an accident when I was not actively high. H, which is for H, the drug, could stay in your system for days, and the only reason the officer even arrested me and took me to get a urine then hair follicle test was because he saw a syringe through the window of my car," which that is what most officers are going to do if they see that. "Regardless, it was wrong. Just because I wasn't actively high anymore, it doesn't mean my driving still couldn't have been impaired. This DUI and a petty drug charge are the only things on my record. I have never been charged with assault like Shannon claims. Also, this woman has my full legal maiden name. If these charges existed, why didn't she just look them up and post them? They're public record. I've definitely had many run-ins with police, the drunk tank, etc., etc. But she's acting like I'd assaulted all these people, and that is absolutely pure fiction." Exactly. You put all of her other fucking business out there for the world to fucking see. If she assaulted people and stalked people and did dangerous things to these people and had other charges, why didn't you just post those either, Shannon? So I get where Emily is coming here as well. She's taking anything Anthony tells her as gospel, and as I continue to skim the doc, it's clear he's been dishonest and absent amount of times, yeah. And I think that, she's added more to it. What I was concerned about in high school was truancy because I missed a lot of school my junior year. Like, she didn't have to explain herself. To be honest, she's just answering questions people have, I believe, on Twitter, because people are going to have questions about Creepshow's video, of course. And I think she's doing her due diligence, answering questions. But does she need, she doesn't need to blast her whole life out there. If there are things that she didn't want people to know, it's none of their business. And Shannon should have known that as well. Hello, Maureen. Yeah, she doesn't have to respond whatsoever. It's just sad that she feels like she has to, because here Shannon is putting her whole life there out on the line. And she's like, well, it's the same thing with Real. Let's just be honest. When he put my record out, I responded because it's like, I didn't have to respond. That was my life. But I know what I was going through at that time. I know what kind of a person I was. I know what I was dealing with, the abuse I was dealing with. And that is why I got the charge that I got, because I was running away from my ex-boyfriend. People don't know that. If you just look at a record, you can be like, wow, she has a charge on her record. People don't know what people were going through at that point in their life. So I have never hid anything from any one of you guys. So it's not like I just didn't tell you I had a record, because I've said it before. I have a past. But what I want to put out there is what I want to put out there. I had to feel like the need to explain myself, just like Emily is feeling the need to explain herself, because this lady went as far as she did to put everything, every little freaking detail about her life out there for people. This is fucking YouTube. This is going crazy real life. This that's what that is. It's honestly an ex-girlfriend going crazy, and I'd be afraid to even I'd get a restraining order if I was Emily, to be quite honest. Which I believe they had at one point, a restraining order. But it's to the point where it's like, I've moved on. She's married. She has kids now. Why does her ex even give a crap? Why does the ex-girlfriend of her ex even give a crap what this person is doing? Because they hang out in the same crowd? Technically on YouTube, they're in the art community. I mean, just avoid each other. It's not that hard. I think Creepshow, though, pushed the point of no return. So then here's just more response, like I said. And there's a lot of people. All right. So this was another about Shannon's lawyer. So here's a snippet from the letter that Shannon's lawyer sent me. The delete everything without a word or else letter that only dedicated this tiny paragraph to the assault allegations Anthony admitted to having one XS encounter with me, and that is to cover his ass. So when you open it up, it says, finally, we must address your allegations that Anthony S.A.'d you. Anthony unequivocally denies that the interaction at your father's home ever occurred. He further denies that at any time he took advantage of you when you were under the influence of H and unable to consent to any SA. Anthony acknowledges that you had a single S encounter after you broke up, but it did not occur at a time when you were using. It never would have. As you know, Anthony has been sober for several years before you dated in 2011. Since entering recovery, it's like, okay, so because he was in recovery, he might have not known. He could have had an encounter with you and not known that you were high. I'm just like, that does happen. But anyways, since entering recovery, he has maintained a zero tolerance policy for associating with individuals whom he knew to be actively using. Numerous witnesses can attest to this fact. He would have not interacted with you, much less take advantage of you while you were visibly... Okay, so that might be where he stands now. But again, it could have been back then that he might have not known that you were using and been around you and then found out and then didn't want to be around you after that point. Like, how he does... You don't just say, hey guys, how are you? I haven't seen you in like a year, Anthony. How are you doing? By the way, I'm using. You don't do that. Like, she could have lied to him too. Like, it happens. How many people did you kill, Sunshinery? 0? And then who cares? I've killed, a couple actually, Marine. In my mind. No. Yeah, well, it depends. Do you count all the Call of Duty games that I've played and all the zombies that I killed on Call of Duty? Because that's a lot of zombies. But exactly, Marine, exactly. Frankly, I'm more inclined to believe, yeah, me too. I am too. At this point, there's nothing that Shannon has said that proves much of anything at all. At all. So that was that. And then I believe this is her a lawyer response because, like I clarified before, Anthony and I had planned to meet up that night. Like she just feels the need to defend herself, which I understand because I get it. You want people to know, listen, this is what she's claiming. This is the truth. I mean, she's already put all of my life out there on the fucking line for everybody to see. I got nothing to hide, so I'm not going to hide anything. You want answers? Here they are, before you have to go answering every question that everybody's making under these posts. It's just sad that she even has to do this. I feel like she is more like she feels like her privacy is invaded even more with this video. I know if that was me and I already felt like I was being stalked by Creepshow Art, and then Creepshow Art went and did this and invaded my privacy that much more, I would be highly embarrassed and already feel like my privacy was already violated to begin with, that I had to be strong enough to put my videos out there the first time and then the second time when she did another video. But now I have to sit here and answer all of this shit that this lady just said about me to make me look a certain way. So this just talks about like her encounter with Anthony that night, I guess. Unfortunately, it was always be a he said, she said scenario because the proof ends with past texts and DMs confirming our meetups. After that, there would be no way to prove or disprove this happened. He could agree he had no idea I was high, but I find it very unlikely because I was nodding in and out during the encounter and keep in mind, H commonly makes you forget things. It does. And most never causes people to completely hallucinate scenarios. I'm trying to be objective for the general audience, but I know what happened to me. That's all I can say. I am continuing to look into past records for further evidence, so please bear with me. Emily, girl, I had to post this because our advent over there is posting on Emily Artful's. He's posting over there on Emily's Twitter, and I saw it, advent, so I had to post this. It's like, more trust me bra evidence. You know, it's you, Shannon. It is. Thank you, Advent, for posting that for her. And then we have Xylee responding, and Ash, which is another YouTuber. Not to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but this is so poorly articulated that the lawyer should be embarrassed or it's not an actual lawyer. Yeah, it was written pretty bad. I think it was probably the paralegal at that point that wrote out the letter, and the lawyer just signed his name at the bottom. And it might have been someone just got out of paralegal school. Because I was thinking to myself, that's not very lawyer-like. But it's like, why are you bringing up, well, everyone knows how Anthony is. We can prove it. Anthony doesn't hang out with, he's been actively against it. Like, what? You don't need to put that in there. This is Shannon's lawyer letter. I believe this was the last bit of it. I believe that the letter was sent by an actual law firm. As I responded from my personal email, it was sent to a different email using the email address from the lawyer's website. I will check tomorrow by sending a verification email, but for now I'm pretty sure it's legit because people were questioning the letter that she received. Must be using KJ's lawyer. Someone actually said that, Miranda. I was dying. So this is from yesterday, which I find this very interesting. So she woke up to this These are very old accounts back from when all my passwords were almost all the same. Dumb, I know. I get it, though. The Facebook that was fished around that time also used the password that could log into these accounts. That's suspicious. So she posted the photos, which I got, just logged in. And if you look at the date, we'll make this bigger for everybody. So it looks like someone logged into your account on January 3rd, 2022 at 12:25 UTC time. And it says the location too and the IP address. So that's very handy dandy for your lawyer to have. I will say that. Especially if it wasn't you that logged into it. So she woke up and she found, and she probably wasn't even up at 12:25 the way it sounded like. She's a mom, she goes to bed early. Because she was up at 6:25 a.m. that this email came through. So that's crazy. And then photo bucket. A photo bucket! Yes, photo bucket. That's a decade old, right? Yeah, I thought it was dead too. Your username. Please confirm your new email address by clicking the link. So somebody tried changing the email address to their email address so that way she's locked out of an old account. And then she got a text message as well saying your Google verification code is, that was at 12:05 p.m. And then it says, today, Google blocked someone with the password for your Emily blah 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 .gmail@gmail.com for signing into the account. Learn more. So at least Google blocked it. Thank God. Thank God. And people were just like, oh my God, I can't believe you've been going through all this crap. It's like, now you got the video to deal with, all the backlash that people are asking questions, wanting to know certain topics. And then there are people still trying to hack into all your shit, girl. She is trying to go through, I have a funny feeling, and this is my opinion. This is an allegation. This is an assumption, whatever you want to call it. I believe it's probably Creepshow Art looking for more evidence. I didn't even know she had half the shit that she had. I didn't know she had 3 different IG accounts and 3 different Twitters and things like that until Shannon made me aware of it. It's oh, geez, this poor girl. So she's just feeling more and more threatened. She's just feeling threatened. I feel bad for her. I really do. It's just more and more bullshit. Like I said, I did go and look, and I did see her old Twitter, things like that, her old Instagram, just because I was going to corroborate some of the things in Shannon's video. But the more I was watching it, I'm just thinking to myself, well, how does this have to do with anything? Maybe more of the stuff that has something to do with when she was with Anthony and that whole issue. But none of this has anything to do with anything. It doesn't. Me looking at her Emily sugar fruit stuff has nothing to do with Anthony. And neither did that have to do with it in the video. There was no point to having it in there. I will say that I didn't have as many accounts, thankfully, as Emily has. Emily has made she has on her 5th Twitter. The one Twitter that I have, the Jackie Sunshine, was the same one that I made in 2009. It's been the same one forever. And then I have the Sunshinery one now. But it's wow. Live art. I might have had a couple of live art journals and DeviantArt journals. Do I remember those names? I think I can remember one name at least, but I would never be able to get into those accounts. Yeah, Photo Bucket was like the thing back in high school, girl. I remember Photo Bucket. They still use Photo Bucket every now and then, but very rarely. Aziley says, that's weird. That's suspicious. But for real, that's really strange. Yeah. Surprised Shannon didn't try to dig up old GeoCity accounts. Oh my God, I'm surprised she didn't try to find her MySpace. I didn't see no MySpace up in there. And MySpace is back, people. No, because MySpace is oh my God, I would love, Shannon, can I hire you to like find my old MySpace for me? Because I would love to see what my old MySpace looked like. I mean, you are very good at digging up, clearly you're good at digging up old dirt on people and going through old internet sites and things like that. Can you find me my MySpace? I'd love to see like the last thing I ever posted on MySpace before I decided never to use MySpace again. I can't remember that day. I cannot remember what that day looked like. I do know I was in college at that point, and I had my Facebook that I was using because Facebook was like you had to have a college email and you interacted with other college kids and yada 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 blah blah blah. But I can't remember the last thing I ever posted on MySpace. And there's some probably good photos over there too. Me hanging out with my friends. So please hit me up. I'll pay you. Find me my old MySpace. I mean, she can make a living out of that. She's not that bad of a private investigator, but it's to the point that the private investigation actually has nothing to do with the investigation in its sense. My Hotmail account, which I got at the dawn of time. My Gmail account, this is my second Gmail account, I will say that. Because my first one was like totally a one. That was my first ever Gmail, and it just did not. I was into Clueless back in the day, okay, Truff? I grew up a little bit. I'll keep the Jackie Sunshine. Really? See, wouldn't you want to see that again? That'd be so cute to see his MySpace page. Oh. But yeah, so that's all like the tea that's been happening around. So Keemstar's not retiring. Trisha got married for wedding number 2 in Hawaii. Oh, I forgot to play that one clip from Trisha's wedding. I forgot to play that one clip because this is where she talks about the going to Israel to do the wedding. I forgot all about that one. Here we go. Honestly, I was onto the TV version for a minute. Oh, see, I would love to see that. Did he have music, Marine, too? Did he have like his favorite band? So, I don't know if this song is copyrighted. Probably is, but this is a horrible, horrible song. So she made a song to Moses. So I'm going to like lower it a lot. But I don't know if it's copyrighted. So if you are getting to the replay crew, for my replay clue, if you're getting to this point in the video and it jumps, it's because I had to cut out this part of the video because the song is copyrighted. FYI. And I'm very sorry, but the link will be in the description below for you to go look at this very same video. But I want people to hear this song because it is kind of weird.
Was gonna be blown. It was blown. He parted the seas, escaped from the seas, set all the slaves free. I fell in love before, but before he opened that door, there was a guy, a prophetical guy. The bush was burning bright.
She's like singing her theme song to Moses, that he is all hail Moses. He set the slaves free. He did this for the Israelite war. Like, I don't get this song at all. Oh, backseat of a car looking like, what the F? Oh, yeah, that's what she said. Here, let me go back just a little bit. She said it. Here, this is her version of this is her song to Moses. We'll start it from the beginning, because it's not that long. It is very weird.
Remember when I was alone, just a queen without a throne? How could I have known? My mind was gonna be blown, and it was blown. He parted the seas, escaped from the seas, set all the slaves free. I fell in love before, but before he opened that door, there was a guy,
It could be a Disney song.
guy. The bush was burning bright, not an Israeli in sight. Smear the blood, pass over us, Moses, the voice of God.
I mean, she is telling the story of Moses that is in the Old Testament, which is like a Jewish story as well as a Catholic story, because Catholics believe in the Old Testament as well as the New Testament. I do know the story of Moses. I'm not that, like, behind. But you're also talking about the man you're marrying also. Like, he's not that great. Let's just say he ain't that great. But it's a shitty version of a Disney song. It's her version of a Disney song. Wanna build a man? Of her speaking in Hebrew.
Israeli about effect. Iberta in Ha'el, Shekol Israel, Anio Haratet Moshe, Shikrarta, Etlibi, Moshe Haim Tihi Asheli.
She looks good in these photos. Don't get me wrong. Look at those nails. Beautiful.
Let's take away that we must always.
Yeah, she is supposed to be a professional singer. You should always tip the waiter. I mean, thank you for letting all the kids know, because I was a waitress at one point, and it just seemed like this is what it seemed like, 'cause I did work for a while. It just seemed like when the kids would come into the restaurant, they didn't realize that they needed to tip the waiter. So thank you for letting them know that. But why is this part of the song? What does that have to do with Moses?
Nor oppressed, we must always do our best. No one below, no one above. Moses, give me your love. I love you, Moses. You've freed the slaves, and you freed my soul. Moses never let me go. I neo habitat Moshe. I neo habitat Moshe.
And that's the part I want to.
Neo habitat Moshe.
Right here. Ooh. The dinner table.
I neo habitat Moshe.
Right there. Booyah. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She said there was going to be at least 20 people there. I wonder who didn't show up. And this is her family. So you got her dad, her mom, her sister, I don't see her brother there, to be honest. Her hairdresser, her makeup artist. Where's Moses' friends? Just saying, Moses' friends. Is anyone there for actually Moses? It does kind of. It does. It has that nice. It does have a nice beat. I'll give her that. I was grooving when I first heard it. Like, yeah, all right, I can groove to this beat, but song lyrics. And there you go. That's what she posted on her YouTube channel. So the link will be in the description for my replay crew, because I'm probably going to have to edit that out, because Trisha will be like, oh, copyright, you stole a song that I wrote for Moses. And I'm not giving her any money. I'm not going to let her put ads on this video, even though I'm not monetized. Sorry, Trish. I'll just take it out. His friends are on the post. Well, that's why they're going to go to Israel in March. So their third wedding is going to be in March. So at first they were just going to go over to Israel and just visit, because he hasn't been over there in a long time. They had planned to have a wedding over there as well for his friends and family over there, because I guess it's like, all right, I'm going to take my family to Hawaii. This is going to be my wedding with my family, and then we're going to go over there for your family and do a wedding over there. So they weren't going to originally do it in March. That's what she was telling everybody. And the latest update as of yesterday is they are actually planning to do a ceremony in March when they do go now. That there isn't going to be another second trip this year, that they're just going to do it in March when they go for the first trip, because there was going to be 2. A third wedding, yes. Total of 3 weddings. So you had, the original one where they actually physically got married. This was supposedly their honeymoon with friends, and because they were going to Hawaii anyways, she said, why not do a ceremony in Hawaii? Because she loves Adam Sandler. She loves that the movie where Adam Sandler gets married in Hawaii, and it's part of like something he did in real life, and yada, yada, yada. That's Trisha for you. You being like her little fangirl self. So she's like, yeah, we're going to do another ceremony. And then, they did want to do a ceremony, though, as well for his friends and family that could not come over for the first wedding when they go over to Israel. She's been planning 3 weddings for a while. They're too good for Skype or Facebook Live. Yeah. I'm surprised, to be honest, that she didn't just do that. She's been a YouTuber for 15 years. Even, let's just say even Jake Paul and Tana, they've recorded their whole fake wedding for the whole world to see. And that was a good video, because I did watch it when it happened. You're back. Oh, don't worry. I get sidetracked all the time. You missed the Moses song, Megs. So I guess we'll just have to wait a couple months, though, for March to come around, and then we'll see some more photos of the beautiful wedding over there in Israel. So I had this kind of popped up, and this is a meme someone put. Oh, of course, Adam McIntyre did Moses on his 4th wedding. When one wedding isn't enough to celebrate your eternal love, aloha from Maui. Let me put this on the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Share screen. So I just put in the hashtag. Oh, I have to do tab. It is the hashtag tab. Yeah. And it should be on the screen, but I gotta check. Yep, there we go. So this was what the Frenemies room put up. Moses on his 4th wedding. Technically, it is his 4th wedding. He's been married 4 times. Married 3. This is his 2nd wedding with Trisha. So, yes, it would be 4. He's just marrying all Trisha's altars. That's so bad. But you could say that, I guess. Because she did say she had DID at one point when she was going after dissociative DID. She made the whole thing that she had different altars and all of that. And now all of a sudden she doesn't have any altars. You really, like, that's what gets me now. It's like now she doesn't have them all of a sudden anymore. They don't just go away. We stand Adam. Yep. There was a funny meme that I saw. Deaf Noodles. Trisha Paytas getting married again, saying they're doing it because they're narcissists who want more pictures and views on TikTok. Of course, Deaf Noodles. Of course. So happy for the money the couple is making. Well, they need all the clicks and views they can to pay for these dresses that she has. I don't understand these golfer memes with dresses. There's a lot of them, apparently. There's a lot. Here's another one of them on the beach. Took me a long time to find this clip, but I can't stop laughing now.
It's not cool. Why is that a thing? It's just weird. Have some swagger.
Wearing white shoes in the sand again.
It's not cool. Why is that a thing? It's just weird. Have some swagger.
Wearing white shoes in the sand again.
It's not
cool. Okay. So where's the one with them on the couch? Keemstar, of course. Congrats, Ninja and Jessica. Y'all are beautiful. Had to take a second look to see this was Trisha and Moses. Oh. And someone else posted it. Oh, Keemstar joke. A ranking 4 out of 10. Is there more? There is. I guess this is the actual couple. That was the joke. That was the joke about. Oh, here we go. So this is her getting off the plane, apparently. So she is wearing a mask, guys. So that's a good thing. I have a sparkly black mask like she has. And this one was a little weird. We don't see anything, thank God. She's pushing Moses away. This is on her OnlyFans, apparently. Thank God we don't have to see anything. And then this was her second dress for the reception. They finally posted it. Look how long this black bow was in the back. Like, I knew it was big and like that, but I didn't know it was that bad. It got worse just seeing it. Oh, and this was I don't know. They have a lot of these golfer memes with Trisha. I don't get the golfer problem that's going on with Trisha. But they got this whole, like, golfer Paytas site of her and Trisha with different golfers. Like, Trisha riding a golfer. Like, I don't get it. I guess I'm behind on the golfer meme Trisha Paytas stuff. So, oh, I love her. Oh, fancy boy London. Chloe looking good right there. Oh, Chloe. Baby, that's Trisha Paytas. No, Trisha will never look this good. Trisha wishes she looked like Chloe right there. I don't like that they put that. Oh, that's bad. I love the man I'm marrying. So yeah, that's all with the Trisha Paytas. All of that. Yeah, right? That's actually cute. Those are capybaras, not gophers. Oh, okay. Well, one of them said gopher on the photo. That's why I thought, like, what the gopher? Gophers. Which one was it? The couch one. Oh, wrong one. Nope, we don't want to watch that. No. I don't know what that video is. Silly. Oh, I'm saying gopher. It's goofy. That's why. Maybe. That makes sense. Capybara. Okay, yeah. Poor Capybara and Trisha. I still don't get the gist of the whole joke, though. Like, did she go after that community? Because they're like planting her face everywhere on these memes. Cuddling with my cappy. Another her cuddling with my cappy. Oh, Trisha recaps. Ooh, let's look at a Trisha Paytas 2021 recap. I've never seen it, so let's see.
Don't eat and like just constantly like if I ask for it.
I loved you, I loved you, I loved
Music.
I'm giving the phone to my super hot boyfriend.
Passing the phone to the only girl besides my mom and sisters that I just can't live without.
I'm passing my phone out to my favorite pop star, Noah's girlfriend, also known as Charlie's sister. She's never been more embarrassed for anyone in her life. This is embarrassing. You need to react.
But you're not shadow banned. You're just irrelevant.
We end up paying for Ethan and Neela, which is crazy because he takes that 5% and VIP tickets to Disneyland is not cheap.
What is wrong with these people? I swear to God. That's Trisha.
But this, yeah, we don't need this.
But I got misdiagnosed with bipolar 1 and bipolar 2 when I was a child and a teenager. So
That I am quitting drama and there are no more enemies.
Because it is too much. It's too much. I get it. I'll grab this all of myself fine. But it's like, it's too much.
I could do a Trisha recap for you guys. Would you like one? I got a lot of Trisha clips from 2021. I can make a nice little Trisha video for you.
It's literally too much. It's too late, but it's not too late yet.
Don't, I can't. I don't want to.
I'm like literally so scared that like he's gonna like pull up behind me.
And the back of the chairs has this rope where each of the things was individually attached, and that was super cool. And this is
asking pure desperation.
Oh my gosh.
It is straight up bullying.
Another song, which I knew that was going to come up.
So you say you couldn't finish your conversion classes, which tells me that you don't care enough about the culture to put in the actual work to do it the right way. And then you say that you just paid off a rabbi to just say you're Jewish, which is, first of all, a lie. No rabbi would do that. And second of all, anti-Semitic, because it just propagates the notion that Jews only care about money. And that's very serious. You know, the whole thing is just disgusting, frankly. And if you don't want me to stitch your anti-Semitic TikToks, then turn Stitch off. I don't want to hear you bitch about that. And the worst thing about all this is that there's people around you that know better.
I can't believe I can't believe I got a lot of those same clips. I got more though. I can make a nice little Trisha recap 2021. I can make a Gabby Hannah recap 2021. So I am going to do, I wasn't feeling well this weekend, guys. That's why I didn't do the stream on Saturday. Well, that was New Year's. On Sunday, I was planning to do the weekly YouTube recap, which was going to be an end of the year. But I had such bad stomach pains. It was bad. It was bad. So I do plan on doing that. I don't know if I'm going to do it because I have a recap for this week going into our new year. So I think I might do that maybe Thursday. I know Project Runway will be back on Thursday, which they still have not released my claims on my Project Runway videos, which I'm very upset with. I think maybe it was because of the holiday or something, but hopefully they'll get to them this week because I want to release my Project Runway videos. I have 2 of them that I need to be released, and we had 2 weeks off from Project Runway because of the holiday season. So let's get back to that. But I might do the end of 2001 recap of the year, all the great highlights that happened, or not, I shouldn't say great highlights, all the stuff that happened that was very important and big that we talked about in the weekly YouTube recaps, and other things that happened on YouTube that maybe we didn't cover in the recaps that I put together. So I have that already all set. So I do plan to do that. I'm thinking maybe Thursday we'll do that. And then Friday, I usually record the Project Runway. So I still do the Project Runway videos live, just without an audience. So that way I can download it as a video and put it up, since they don't like when I play clips and they just strike it for spam, and then I have to dispute it, and then the strike goes away, which is just bullshit. I still don't understand why they do that on YouTube. But yeah, that's YouTube for you. So we'll have a lot of great stuff coming, and I do want to do a live nail video with you guys. So now that I am a McCart ambassador, you can use Sunshinery YT414 at McCart.com. You get 15% off your order. They are having a huge sale right now for New Year's for 35% off, like their kits, their decor, their nail polish, their gel polish, all of that great stuff. And then you can use my code for an additional 15% off. So you're getting 50% off. So you're getting half off your order just by that. So that is a pretty good deal right now going on at McCart. But I do want to do a set of polygel nails with you guys. I do want to know what kind of nails you guys want to see, because I know some people are like, oh my God, your nails are so long, I can never do that. I want to do all shapes, sizes, lengths, all of that for you guys in this coming year. I'm going to do gel polish, just straight up gel polish on my natural nails. I'm going to show polygel. I'm going to get into the acrylic. I'm learning acrylic. My January Your Nail Lab box will actually have some McCart acrylic in it. So I'm excited that McCart is actually getting into the acrylic gel powders as well. So I will be learning that. And we'll be doing this adventure together. So you guys can go get some McCart products. You can go on Amazon and get some polygels, and we can do them together, and we can just sit and chat, and I'll show you the tips and tricks, and we'll do them together. But that's my plan. And then lots of makeup lives. I'm going to start doing, like, I used to do it with Josh on his channel, but because I usually do like the Ipsy now, and do like the live like Ipsy try on with all the new Ipsy products, I do want to do like just a stream. Maybe when we could do like Friday afternoons, more in the afternoon, not at nighttime, where we do a get ready look with me, and we just have a get ready and chat and, hang out, enjoy ourselves. So we're going to have a lot more good stuff coming on this channel. Anything you guys would like to see, any ideas, anything, let me know. I will say someone requested that they wanted to see a set of purple and blue nails. So I am going to do, my next set of nails are going to be purple and blue. So if you guys have any requests, just let me know. I'll be happy to do them with you guys. But I am going to call it a night right now, because I do know there's other creators that are live, and we need to go support all the other great creators that are here on YouTube. Someone said that Siwa was going live. Let me see before I get off. Go to my YouTube homepage. I think Miss Roadhog might be still live right now. Yes, Miss Roadhog is doing an open panel right now. And Siwa is scheduled to do a live at 11:30. And it says, everything is not what it seems. People only care about self-preservation. So not quite sure what that video is going to be about. But I'll be there for Siwa because I am a mod over there on her channel. So I will be over at Siwa's at 11:30. And I'm going to head to Miss Roadhogs right now. I wish we see what Twitch you can raid. They call raid people, which is not a bad thing. But usually you can take your audience, the people that are in your live stream, and when you sign off, you can send them to another Twitcher that is streaming, and you raid that Twitcher, it's called. So I wish that we could do that with YouTube, but we can't. But I'm going to go head over to Mrs. Roadhog's channel. I'll put the link in the description for you guys for her video right now. You might hear it pop up real quick because I'm getting the link for you guys. And I will see everyone over there. If not, I will be at Siwa's at 11:30. And if not, I will see you guys tomorrow, since tomorrow is officially Wednesday, even though I keep thinking today is Wednesday. It just, that one day threw me off. My boyfriend was thinking Sunday was Monday, and he threw me off that way, so he threw my whole week off. And then the holiday didn't help, New Year's, having an extra day off, all of that. So, but I love you all. Thank you for coming. Like I said, any requests, you can let me know on Discord. You can DM me. You can email me. All of my links for McCart, for Ipsy are in the description, along with my PayPal, my Venmo, all of that good stuff. That's always there for you guys, along with my email, my Twitter, my IG, and all of that. So I love you all, and I will see you guys tomorrow. So have a great rest of your night, and I will see you around these YouTube streets. Bye, everybody.